Okay, Pak.
Okay, start bro. Bro,
Okay.
start recording.
Nah. Okay. Hi, sir. We are choosing AIM. We are choosing a company, AIM Tools and Machineries, Johan Berhad. Our group members, introduce ourselves, guys. I am Ruhasri.
I'm Rishman.
I'm Avinish Rao.
I am Sudarshan Morgan.
I'm
Introduction. Okay, AIM Tools and Machineries, Johan Berhad is an associate company of AIM Group of companies in Malaysia, specializing in power tools and their related industry products. They are the importer and distributor for Malaysian market, dedicate to giving our customers firm support through the power tools we provide. They strive to perform beyond a mere distributor of tools. This is accomplished by constantly look beyond current customer requirements and evaluate current industry practices to further develop their key competitive elements. And then mm, um, the company has experienced sales personnel, technicians, and other supporting staff at the ready to continuously meet the requirements of the market with the objective to establish a reliable brand name for power tools and become a leading distributor in the market. And then type of strategic to focus. The core purpose is to an overall value of the goods or services the customer receives their customers' loyalty. Everything AIM Tools and Machinery Sdn Bharat did satisfy their customers' needs with high quality products, be number one in terms of services to their customers, build a company of which all are proud of. Customers can be both individual and business that spend their money on those goods and services from AIM Tools and Machinery Sdn Bharat that meet their needs. Attracting such customers by excellent products should be the primary goal of every business because it is the customers who create demand and spend the money on those goods and services. That's all from me. Next slide.
hi sir. My part is supply chain design. So as for the firm of supply chain design, there are only three stages. As AIM Tools Machinery is only together there are five suppliers that supply tools and machines such as safety shoe, welding machine, welding spare parts, and many more. The companies that are involved in the AIM Safety Master Welding KKM Private. Secondly, in the manufacture stage, AIM Tools Machinery Center Berhad act as a firm to collect all the tools and machineries to sell to the customer. Based on their preference, they also buy the machineries for supply in a bulk quantity. As for the third stage, ending customer or also known as buyer, they are like the main key figure to make sure M Tools machineries are selling product according to market's preference. Their, their opinion and suggestion matter to the business. As for the benefits of supplier relationship to manufacture is that they are eliminate manufacturer to develop new relationship with new supplier. All all known supplier are more reliable and business can also get price reduced for items they bought. As for the risk, there are small number as supplier for AIM tools and machineries. This can cause stock dependent. If one supplier stops sending their products, will they will have problem to run the business as usual. That's from me. Next.
ரிஷ்மன் இறக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Oh, sorry. My part is customer relationship management. Customer relationship management is a combination of practice, strategy, and technologies that company use to manage their analyze their customer interact and data throughout their customer lifecycle. The goal of the improvement service relationship is assist the customer to retain and drive sale growth. The SRM system is a complete customer data across the different channel of point and contact between the customer and company, which is include their company website, telephone, live chat, and direct email, and marketing materials and social networks. Why from this company there is they don't have any online kind of business. They didn't use of online platform for their business, but they used to have their own website, so we can buy their product in there. And now they are promoting their company in social media, for example in Facebook and Instagram and in Twitter. That's all from me. Pass to my group mate.
Okay. So for my part, I'm going to be talking about the challenges on supply chain design. So first is increased costs throughout the supply chain. So profit margins are under pressure as costs creep up throughout the supply chain network. These costs come from many areas and lack of visibility and accountability for reducing them and can result in rising operational expenses. Supply chain complexity due to multiple channels to market is the second one. So consumers buy products across multiple channels, and as routes to market increases, and the underlying supply chain must adapt. Supply chain managers need to develop variations of supply chain processes to address each of the channels. Supply chain managers must manage multiple supply chains, third parties, and other organizations to ensure a good end customers experience, regardless of how they order and receive products. Consumer demands drive need to improve speed, quality, and service is the third one. So consumers have never had more choice, and every industry is facing disruption. So every touch point with an end user needs to be focused on providing excellent products and services. Quality and speed are becoming as important as pricing when it comes to purchasing goods. The most successful products are those that meet consumer requirements of quality, availability, and price. The underlying supply chain is vital to meeting those needs. So the last one is risk in the supply chain creates pressure. International complexity, environmental changes, economic pressures, and trade disputes all put pressures on supply chains. So this pressure can easily turn into risk issues that snowball throughout the network, causing significant problems. Supply chain managers must develop contingencies and mitigating action plans to prioritize and eliminate risk and manage issues when they occur. That's all from me.
My part is challenges on supply management. The most of the challenges came after the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic. The first problem is manufacturer does not produce quality products. It's all because of the price. I mean, the price that the company offered to the manufacturer. But as a solution, they could find a new manufacturer that could produce with a less price and quality products. The next one is working hour has been reduced. Last time it used to be 8 to 6. Now it's 10 to 5. But the most ideal time would be 1 to 7, as per my opinion, because after 1, people don't have to go for the lunch break and those things. And closing the shop at 5 p.m. is not ideal because it's peak hour. So it would be more sensible if they close at 7 p.m. Third one is they doesn't have e-commerce account. For example, in like a Shopee account or Lazada account, I really doesn't know why they didn't open an e-commerce account, because nowadays many people doesn't even have a shop, but they have e-commerce accounts which could sell them a lot of products. But a big company like them is not having e-commerce account is a huge disappointment. The next one is they doesn't have many full-time workers due to the pandemic. I think it's a bit logic because many of them doesn't want to work with less wages. So it's really logical to have contract-based workers. They don't have to be worried about that. That's all from me.
So lastly, the conclusion from the all of the point above, we know that company is still growing, and they are still try to maintain their business in their pandemic situation also. And they are providing a good service, and they get a nice feedback in their with their customers and their suppliers. That's all. That's all from us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.